Welcome back to Quantum Family. Ayana, say hi. I think she will need to go a few times and get used to these live video things.
Or she knows well that she's live and she's like,
I'm just too cool for this.
We said, hey, we're going to go live, and she picked her dress. Didn't you? And you put your glasses on.
Right, so today we want to answer a question that we often get, and that is, how do we decide where to travel to and where to live? Well, it is a very intuitive thing. We just have a hunch. For example, when we found out we were pregnant with Ayana, we wanted to spend some quality time together and go on a 6-week trip somewhere. And then we just saw a deal to go to the Philippines, and we're like, oh, Philippines sounds nice. And it was just like a bodily feeling. And we decided to go to the Philippines. And we had a really strong intuitive feeling, even before going, that we will probably stay there longer than 6 weeks. And sure enough, first week, we went to this eco village. It was amazing, met some awesome people, including our midwife, well, future midwife. And we just knew, like, we have to stay here.
Everything was there. I have to say, it is quite true. There is more than one part of the story. Just laughing at Ayana, excuse me, as always. And that is that some things in your life are divine timing. So when we went to the Philippines, there was a greater plan there that we didn't see. And that was, we were introduced to this amazing modality called inner dance that we are facilitators of, that helped us understand deeper levels of our brain, of our consciousness, that was able to help me as a woman birth Diana naturally without drugs in the water, that allowed me to open up more, to expand more, to grow. And we were also in a beautiful part of the world for the coronavirus in our own little cave, which was beautiful. Then there's other ways that we travel, and that is we decide. Right? We make a list of our needs, our wants, our desires.
Yeah, that's what we did with Colombia. We made a list of all the things we want in our next destination. And then I just followed the hunch to go online and type best cities for digital nomads. And Medellin, Colombia showed up as number 3. And we were like, ooh, that sounds cool. Like we had that bodily response of excitement. And then we started researching into it and it just felt right. So we went to Medellin.
Now, the next thing.
Yeah.
I spoke about it yesterday, so if you guys want to know more about this in detail, look on Quantum Manifesting Instagram for some of the things that manifestation teachers don't teach you. And that is that you are constantly creating, right? So we write down a list of what it is that we want. Then we allow ourselves to receive the intuitive promptings of where we could look, because our conscious and our subconscious is all working. Yeah. And we go. Then you look. Is this everything that I want? Or is there something about it that I would change? Because you don't, sometimes we go into, oh no, it's not what I wanted, I would do. Great. It's through contrast that you know what more do you want. You're ever expanding. So when we went to Medellin, we were like, oh shit, we definitely want the city thing, but this city's got too much concrete, not enough nature.
Too much traffic.
That wasn't on our list. We didn't think about that because we lived in Mallorca. We were like, we don't have to worry about that. Not realizing that these concrete jungles existed. So then we reevaluated. And then we got another intuitive prompting when somebody showed us Montezuma. And my body just went, yes. My face lit up.
She didn't know anything about Montezuma, but she just felt that calling.
Yeah. And when it's easy, guys, it's right. It's right.
And when it's right, it's easy, right? Things just aligned. We came to Costa Rica from the first day. We just met really nice people. We stayed 2 weeks. We want to stay a third day. The place was fully booked, but then an hour later they said, oh, we've had a cancellation for tomorrow, so you can stay an extra night. And just little things like that, it's always about observing what goes on. And we strongly believe that when there is flow, when you meet nice people, when things are lining up, it's because your energy and the energy of the place are very compatible.
Well, you resonate, right? Like you decided what it was that you want, and then these things happen. So people talk about synchronicity and alignment. What is that? That is your outside reality affirming that you created that. Now, do you like it or do you not like it? You get to decide and interact. what happens is that so many people create a little bit and then they go into default mode and they stop creating because something didn't go right. You got to keep creating.
Yeah. So that's it. We're now here in Costa Rica having a great time. And did we tell them about Europe?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we decided to go to Europe on the 22nd of April. That's when our visa here runs out. And instead of doing a visa run, we're just going to go to Europe, spend some time with my family, celebrate Ayana's second birthday, go to a wedding in Rome and in Cork in Ireland.
Gonna go see my girl Charlotte and her hubby Fabio and their beautiful baby.
Gonna see Nicole's family in Ireland. And then we're gonna go to Tallinn, Estonia for June and July. Because in July there is Mind Valley University, which if you don't know, I suggest you should look it up because it's an amazing 3-week event with more than 50 speakers and 100 seminars and amazing people gathered together in Tallinn. So I'll be there, we'll be there. Look it up, and if it calls you, maybe we can meet each other there.
Yeah, and you know what? If tomorrow that something changes and that's no longer the case, we will go with that. So for now, we are going there.
Yes.
And if we don't like it in another state, in another time, we'll change it.
Exactly.
That is the beauty, guys.
Because we change all the time, right? We are not the person we were yesterday. Literally. You don't know what goes on when we sleep. You know, our soul goes into other dimensions and all of that. But that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how we decide where to travel to and where to live in a nutshell. All right. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.